Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about another interesting topic. Cultism is a major vice which is common in tertiary institutions in Nigeria today. Cultism itself, according to history, started for a good cause, but over time things have changed. Let us take a look at the history and formation of the EIYE confraternity, aka AIRLORDS. In this video, we are going to be talking about their history, values, and mode of operations. Kindly do well to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure you like, share, comment, and invite your friends so our videos can go viral. Thank you. The Supreme EIYE Confraternity is a fraternity based in almost all the higher schools of learning in Nigeria. The EIYE group, as it was called, was founded by 3 students of the University of Ibadan to uphold the core nature of African culture with a commitment to excellence. The history of campus confraternity can be traced back to 1952 when Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka and 6 of his friends called the G7 formed the National Association of Sea Dogs, aka Pirate Confraternity, to fight against injustice and abolish foreign conventions. An offshoot called the Buccaneers, aka the National Association of Sea Lords, was founded by Dr. Bolaji Kariu in 1972 after he was expelled by the Pirate Confraternity. The EIYE Confraternity, which calls itself the National Association of AIRLORDS, was also founded by the likes of Professor Jide Osuntokun, a historian and diplomat, Dele Nwakwele, Bode Sowunmi, and Dele Likpede, amongst others, in June 15, 1963. A study conducted by the National University Commission in 2001 revealed that there are over 33 secret cults and associations operating in Nigeria. The symbols of the EIYE are foremost in the minds of all members, which is to uphold the history and roots of the African culture. It is safe to say that after the Pirate Confraternity came the Supreme EIYE Confraternity, or SEC, in 1969, also at the University of Ibadan. Historically, the Supreme EIYE Confraternity started in 1965 before it was officially registered as EIYE Group at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Hall by such patriotic and visionary leaders like GA, DN, BA, BF, TA, KO, and BS, amongst others. This group of young adventurous students with strong commitment to excellence desire to make positive impact on the socio-political side of Nigeria and ensure complete breakaway from the colonial and imperial cultural domination of the time, were also not prepared to be like other conventional clubs known for their foreign or imported names, hence the unique Yoruba name EIYE. The half of a century-old usage of the word EIYE was in fact given by Nwakwele, an Igbo student who was fluent in Yoruba language and proud of local people's heritage. The EIYE group later metamorphosized into the Supreme EIYE Confraternity as we have today, with Ibadan as its mother ground. In 1972, a member of the Pirate Confraternity, Dr. Bolaji Kariu, codenamed Late Ahoy Rika Rikado, and a few other members were accused of not following the teachings of the pirates, and they were expelled. This group of expelled members, led by Dr. Bolaji Kariu, later founded the Buccaneers, or the National Association of Sea Lords. Another organization was the New Black Movement of Africa, or the Black Axe, which started at the University of Benin in 1977. There is also the Fraternity Order of the Legion Consortium, also known as the Clansmen Confraternity, or KK, that was started in 1983 by 5 students at the University of Calabar. A year after the formation of the KK, emerged yet another one, the Supreme Vikings Confraternity. A few other confraternities, such as the Family Confraternity or Mafia, the Brotherhood of Blood, otherwise known as Tutu or Black Beret, have also arrived and presently existing in many of the Nigerian universities. Although the early Nigerian confraternities were exclusively preserved for men, as time went by, we later witnessed the emergence of a few female confraternities that sprang up in our tertiary institutions. Examples are the Black Brazier or Black Bra, the Vi Queens, the Daughters of Jezebel, and the Damsels. Although the original intentions behind the formation of the EIYE Confraternity was to make a positive contribution to the society, it is now an organized crime group from which, over time, many members went astray, committing violence in Nigeria and delving into crime abroad. The UN Office on Drugs and Crime similarly describes EIYE as a criminal group. According to them, the cult group is made up of members of old secret societies transformed into criminal associations. The EIYE Confraternity functions through a system of cells operating locally but connected to other cells established in different countries in West Africa, North Africa, in the Middle East, and in Western Europe. The confraternity has a rigid hierarchical structure headed by a directorate, and each forum is independent. The members have a specific functional and hierarchical role. They are connected by familial or other related ties. According to a study on violent fraternities at an unnamed university in southern Nigeria, which was published in the Journal of African American Studies, the leaders of most of these fraternities are called Capones, as an allusion to the Chicago gangster Al Capone. The same source explains that there is a hierarchy of Capones. The national Capone is like a commander-in-chief, while the campus-based Capones are like field commanders. The competition for all these positions is responsibly vicious, and to be chosen, the person must demonstrate daring acts of bravery, brutality, and courage. According to a 2014 investigation by Italian authorities, members of the EIYE confraternity have operated in Italy since at least 2008 and have a level of organization, violence, and intimidation similar to other better-known mafias. Currently, membership into the EIYE confraternity can either be voluntary or involuntary, and according to sources, the confraternity has hundreds of members in Africa and in other continents, and majority of its members are teenagers and youth, and some are current and former students of tertiary institutions. The confraternity usually carries out brutal initiation rituals for new members, and initiation rituals of these fraternities usually take place in secret. EIYE confraternity generally uses brutal and humiliating forms of hazings in initiation ceremonies. And after the initiation ceremonies, new recruits are often required to undertake criminal acts such as obligatory rapes of women affiliated with rival gangs, armed robbery, or physical attacks on faculty members. In August 2015, clashes between the EIYE and the EIYE confraternities at the Kwara State Polytechnic actually broke out, and it spread to other parts of Ilorin, the capital city of Kwara State, which resulted in the death of 16 people. It also resulted to the arrest of 30 to 40 suspected cult members and the closure of the institution indefinitely. The confraternity predominantly has a large base in Ibadan, its capital, and Lagos State. It also extends and spreads its tentacles to Benin and Delta State in South Nigeria. International media sources have reported that EIYE confraternity has been involved in the trafficking of women. In March 2014, the Italian authorities conducted an investigation and arrested 34 people affiliated with the EIYE and EIYE cults for criminal activities, including managing and trafficking of young women from Benin City to Italy. The sources also indicated that in addition to human trafficking, the cult group abroad are involved in drug trafficking, document falsification, counterfeiting, transportation of stolen crude oil into Europe, and money laundering. In southwest Nigeria, especially Lagos, members of this confraternity are found everywhere, often associated with politicians, and are always engaged by politicians during elections. Members of this cult group are known as AIRLORDS, and their color is blue and yellow.